welcome. And I was just so excited to meet with you and chat about Earthberry Pastels. So,
Yeah, thank you
hi.
so much. Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to tell more about our brand, our pastels, and to be here with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Anya. I'm one of the founders of brand Earthberry Pastels, and we can begin with our brand. So I don't know what do you want to hear about me, but it's just me.
Yes. Well, yeah. Tell me about your brand.
Yeah, about our brand. Earthberry Pastels, it's a handmade, eco-friendly brand of soft pastels, and it's a family brand. There are three founders: me, my husband Pasha, and also his mom Galina. And the story begins with Pasha's mom. Galina is a chemist biologist, and she worked at a research university for 30 years and spent all her life, yeah, in the university. But the big part of her life always was art. She drew in all her life, and she's in love with it, and she cannot live without art. And from since childhood, it was really interesting for her, not only the process of art, but also about art materials. She was interested in how from the pigment, how from this little box of watercolor could be a big piece of art. And she really inspired by making her own materials, and the match was with pastels, because it was magic. I know it was like magic, and
Yeah.
she understood that the right material for her. It's You can draw quickly without any tools, without water, without any brushes. So just your skin, your finger, pastels and paper. Yeah, and so she decided to work more with pastels, but it was the big problem with shades. And she decided, why not to make my own shades? It's so easy, why not? And so she decided her own pastels at her bedroom. And as she is a chemist, as she is biologist, and she know everything about art materials and chemistry, she make her first little baby, I don't know, little pastel.
Wow. In the bedroom.
Yeah, yeah,
That's so
really.
exciting.
Yeah, and for me, it's magic. I don't know how to do it. It's understandable for me. So yeah, and then she showed the result. It was pastel just for herself, not for business, but then just for herself, for her art. And when she showed result to me and my husband Pasha, we were really amazed. It's what? How does it people can do with bedroom? Yeah, as you ask. And then she gave us another brand of pastels with a big history, then 10 and 100 of years, and we took both of them and understand that it's the quality the same. The pastels from bedroom and the
Oh,
pastels from the big
wow.
manufacturer. And yeah, it was really incredible. And after a lot of speech and communication, we decided that we want to share this kind of pastels with the world, to give the artist the option to work with our pastels. And this is how we decided, yeah, to begin the make our own pastels. And it was I like this period of the beginning of our brand, because we are ordinary people. We went to the ordinary job every day, to the office, and we don't have any extra money for building a big manufacturer and etc. etc. We're just people. And in the morning we went to the office, and at night we go to the. Also really funny because I don't know, greenhouse. Do you know what is greenhouse?
Yes, a
Yes.
greenhouse.
Yeah, greenhouse. In our village, we make something like lab in our greenhouse. We put some
Okay.
table, and it's because it's so dirty. To make pastel is really dirty, and you
Yeah, and to
couldn't do
use.
it before. Yeah, yeah. It's dirty to paint with pastels, but imagine how to create pastels. So yeah,
Mhm.
and our first batch we made in greenhouse in our village, and it was summer, and it's so hot, and I don't know. Sometimes we slept in this greenhouse because we didn't want to spend time for going for coming home and come back. So just,
Oh,
okay, let's
really?
sleep here and make another. Yeah, it was
Oh
crazy.
my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah, yeah. It's really funny, but it was hard. But it's so inspiring for us that we make something big. Yeah, it was really great. And then after first batch, we went to the professional artists and
Mhm.
ask them for feedback because yeah, we love our pastels. For us it's the high quality, the best of
Mhm.
the best, but we need to understand, is it the really good pastels for professional artists? And
Mhm.
it was so nervous, it's so worrying for us because you don't know. And one of the artists, she said that, wow, how can I help you? You need to do it right now. Where were you? You need to do it, please. I need your pastels. And it was so amazing moment. And when you understand that you do something really important and big, and
Mhm.
that's how our story from greenhouse to professional art materials begins. Yeah.
Oh, that's so amazing. The dedication.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. So, and it's, I don't know, I'm so happy that it happens in our life because
Mhm.
it's like Pasha's mom, she's a chemist biologist. Pasha is in love with creating something. For him is really important to make something, not only art materials,
Mhm.
to make inspiration in every detail. We try to put inspiration to artists.
Mhm.
All about our pastels. And me also, I don't know, I'm like a manager. I like really to communicate with, okay, we need to communicate with suppliers, we need to call the delivery company, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I'm like a control all the
Oh,
movement in our
brilliant.
company. So yeah, I think they're a really great team.
Oh, that's so good because you now built a family business,
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
you? That's so
Family business,
wonderful.
it's funny.
Yeah, yeah. How old is your business now?
Yeah, we are 3 years old.
Three
So
years
we are
old.
baby.
Oh, wow. So you've already
Yeah.
made such an impact.
Yeah, and for me, understand that now I'm sitting in your podcast, and just for 3 years, it's so amazing that I understand that we do really something good, and
Mhm.
art like our materials, and it's thank you so much, yeah, for having
Mm.
me there. And what's more, maybe, yeah, about the name, maybe of our pastels, it's also the romantic story. I don't know, because. Our first packaging was we used the moss. I can show.
Okay.
Yeah, our first box. Now
Yep.
it's a little different, and we put our sticks, our pastels into the green moss.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's how
Yeah.
you first package them to protect them.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
and it's for me, it's like berries in the forest, like wildflowers.
Yeah.
I don't know. And the name Earthberry and pastels are made from the pigments, and pigments, it's the earth. And we
Mhm.
decided that the name Earthberry, it's a great match for our brand. And it's not only about art materials, it's also about
Mm.
nature. And so yeah, why not?
Yeah, I definitely get that feeling when I look at them and use them. It feels like you're literally using parts of the earth to
Yeah,
create art. I definitely feel that. I completely understand what
yeah.
you mean by that. That's really lovely. And I like
I'm
how you've,
happy to hear it.
yeah, I like how you've also highlighted the word art in
Mhm.
Earthberry. I
Yeah,
thought that was really
yes,
clever.
yes.
Yeah.
It's also about us.
Oh, that's so
Um,
wonderful. So tell me more about your colors and your range then. Like, how do you get inspired by choosing your colors and making the colors?
it's a big part of our mom's work, and this palette is incredible. And I'm really, when I look into our palette, we have about 300 shades, and
Wow.
so amazing for me that to make all of these shades, all of these tones, and they're so beautiful. And um, as our mom firstly made the pastel for herself, and she is in love with water, with sea, with ocean.
Mm.
It's a big channel of inspiration. Can I say like this? So yeah, the first shades in our palette was it's blue, green, and all these shades for the sea. And for us, it's really important to make not only basic shades. So we decided to start our work with, I don't know, deep and rich color, rich
Yeah.
shades. Not like green, yellow, black, but
Yeah.
it's dark, violent, dark. I don't know, brown.
They are very deep colors. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's really important for pastels. You couldn't just take two different shades and to create the new shade. You need to really have a big palette if you want to make your work realistic, and for make it's the volume of your art. And so it's important to create the really important shades for artists, and we like to ask artists, well, what shades do you need, what we need to create. And it's also this communication with artists helps us to make what they want, not what we like only, what they really want. And now we have sets, different kind of sets. It's sets of 6 shades, and
Okay.
also sets of 30 shades. It could be for landscape, it could be for portrait. It also we have the special set for animals. It's Mustang Island with really deep and beautiful shades. So I can say that artists could find whatever he or she wants in our website. So we try to do the best.
Yes. No, I like how you've organized them, because I definitely, as an artist, I like to go for a specific collection, and it is very useful when it's like, this is the animal collection and this is the
Yeah.
landscape collection. So I really love that. That's such a beautiful idea. Yeah, and all the colors, then they look harmonious in the box as well. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful way of displaying them.
it's hard. It's hard to. No, you need to cancel this shade. No, you need to put this one, this one. Oh, it's a big task for
So
us.
who's in charge of all of that then? Who makes like
Yeah,
the final decision of what
yeah.
colors go in which box?
It's all about our mom. It's just
Okay.
the finished the finished word is her word.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that makes sense, because she's the one that's inspired by the colors,
Yes,
isn't she? Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that's so fantastic. It's very exciting. And tell me more about why your pastels are unique compared to other pastels that are currently on the market.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, I can speak about our pastels for hours, and I try to be short. First of all, I think it's about, not first of all steps are really important, but
Yeah.
let's start with shades. As I told before, it's really important for us to make this um, the big palette of unique colors. And uh, I think it's really important for us and for artists. Also about maybe our eco-friendly packaging. It's really important for us because we need to take care of our planet, and we get a lot of inspiration from nature, from the plants, and whatever you see around you. And yeah, a lot of artists, most of the artists also get inspiration from nature, from this green, I don't know, trees. And so it's really important, and it's a big part of our work to to share this information with the world, with artists. And every shade also we called with the name of plants which we inspired by creating the shade. So also I can share, for example, we have mushrooms, some flowers. It's because of the shade, it's connect
Yeah.
nature, and it's really important for us. Also, I need to tell about toxic pigments, and in our case, it's non-toxic pigments, because it's really important to take care also about your health, about health of the artist, and uh, we understand that the art should be really safety for artists. And pastels, it's about dust, and it's about breathe, yes,
Breathing.
breathing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about breathing. So it couldn't be any toxic pigments. It
Yeah, because
also,
it is very dusty, isn't it? So you
yes,
just want to make
yes.
sure you're not breathing
Yes,
in.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So it's really important that it will be safety for artists, and but it's really hard to find the alternative and for toxic pigments, and it's really hard for yellow and red colors and shades, because
Right.
yeah, because they're the cadmium. It's a toxic pigment, and
Oh, okay.
women need to find another version for cadmium, and it's really hard. And you try to find the high quality pigments with the high light fast, and so it's a recipe. It's a big deal, and so for every shade, it's their own recipe. Not only put more, I don't know, white pigment and it will be the another shade. No, it's for every shade. It's you need to create the new recipe. And so toxic pigment, it's prohibited in our pastels. What more? Yeah, I think that I need to say about the new type of our pastels. It's Chameleon's pastels.
Yes, please
Uh,
do.
yes, and it's a new type for we didn't see and haven't seen in the market something like this, and it's a really a new type of pastels and technique of making this type of pastels, and sometimes it's hard for artists to understand what it is, and it's hard because you have never worked with this kind of pastels, but it's really a great idea for many situation. For example, it's it the first of all, I need to say what the chameleon says.
Yes, please do.
Yes, because just chameleons. And it's the kind of pastels when in one stick you can find two or more shades. When it's the pastels, you can draw in one shade, but if you wrapped it on the paper, it could be brighter, deeper. So it's also you can take the draft, check what chameleons will with what shade it would be, and it's not that in today it's the I don't know the bright shade. Tomorrow it will be another. It's statement that it's this kind of shades. So also I can show you. I don't know what about the camera we will see, but it's all of. It's not. It's some of our chameleons, not all from our palette. Some of they are brighter. Some of they become more colder. Colder, yeah. Can
Yep.
say colder shades.
Yeah, colder.
And it's a good idea for example, for plein air, because you don't need to take a lot of different shades of sticks. It's so hard to put it
I
into the,
see.
yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
yes, and you can take the basic palette and just put some chameleon sets, and it's really great idea for if for it's a quick layer. So you just draw and then wrap in the way where do you want it, and it become deeper, and the volume of the picture is more picturable. I don't know how to say, more realistic
Yes.
yeah, art. So
Yeah.
yeah, chameleons, it's really great, and a lot of artists of that they like draw flowers, for example. It's a real beautiful to make the, I don't know, forms and to make your work realistic. And it's a great idea, but sometimes it's hard. And I think that we need to share more information about this type of pastel.
Yeah, it would be lovely to learn more. Could you do a demonstration about how to use a chameleon one?
How to use it, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, like, how to put it down and what's the best way
Okay,
to rub it to like
okay,
show the
okay.
difference.
No problem. We
Yeah,
can
you
do it
don't
right
need to
now.
make a masterpiece.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that is how does it work. So we can put the one shade. I don't know how to show it.
So this is a
Sorry, I'm
chameleon
not an
pastel.
artist. I don't how to show. I don't know. Sorry. But I will show how the shade will change. So
Oh
you
wow,
see?
it literally does change color, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's become brighter. So maybe I don't know. It's hard for me to. I just
It's
want
more
to.
pinky, isn't it? So it
Yes,
starts
I
off
don't know. It's
quite
something like about,
lilac-y.
yeah, flowers. But if you want to make flowers in some piece, I don't know how
Oh,
to
I
show it. I'm so
see. Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're doing a great job.
So you see the difference. It's the first shade, but if you
Yeah.
need to create something shadow or something like this, it
Yeah.
will change.
That is so interesting. I'm so pleased we got that on camera.
Yeah, I hope that you see. Sorry,
Yeah.
please
Yeah, so
don't
you
watch
put
at
down
this
the
one.
lilac and then when you rub it, it changes
Yeah,
color.
yeah, and also if you want to put, it's also you can put the first shade. You see, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
So you can do whatever you want
Yeah.
with these chameleons.
Gosh, that's so exciting. I've never seen a pastel do that before.
Yes, but we make this kind of pastels. I don't know, maybe another one, but it's also the bright. It's our most famous set, the morning fog. See, when it's wrapped, it's also
Oh. It goes like more reddy, that one, doesn't it?
very
Like a
big.
richer, reddy
Yeah.
pink color.
Yeah. So that is how that it's really it will be great idea. It will be great idea to make a quick picture of flowers, but
Yeah.
sorry, I'm not an artist. Sorry,
That's
I'm
okay.
just making the pastels.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so cool. I've never seen a pastel do that, and it was just very exciting to watch you just do that.
we wanted to
Yeah.
make some tutorials about chameleons pastels, so artists will be easier, not by my showing and yeah, it's crazy. Sorry.
No, honestly, that was fantastic. Thank you so much for showing us.
You're welcome. So yeah, it's about chameleons, and I think that's really a great idea. Okay, so also some artists they like to work on the mixed techniques and to use the watercolor with pastels, and so with our pastels you can make the one also sticks the same. So if you take a brush, you also can art with our pastels like a watercolor.
Oh,
I can
wow.
say. So yeah, you could put some lines, I don't know, but also I don't know. All I can is my heart. And so I will show you. So yeah, it's really a great idea for artists to make some effects, but it depends whatever you want from
And
your
that's just
art.
by adding water.
Yeah, it's just brush and the water. So it will be great if I will show something more, but it's just know that you can do whatever you want with our pastels.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so
Uh,
exciting. I need to try that.
yes, let's do it because it's no rules in art and you can do whatever you want with our pastels. And so yeah, I think that our pastels are friendly and it works with everything, with all your inspiration. Just do what you.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Gosh. So I'd like to go back and just talk about your packaging
Yeah.
because I love your packaging. So
Thank you.
I've got your package here. It's a big
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
And yeah, so tell me about what was this stuff again? The
It's a coconut fiber.
coconut fiber, yeah. Isn't that incredible? And then I just love how they're all in there, like just nestled.
Yes.
It's just such a beautiful way to
Thank you so
present
much.
the pastels. Yeah. Tell me about, like, how you thought about this stuff and where you, I guess, how you designed
Oh.
the packaging, if you want to.
It's a big story, but no, it's first of all, the firstly we use the moss, and
Yeah.
it's not so comfortable for artists because I don't know, you can just fix it. It's the movement,
Right.
yeah, and so we decided that of course we don't want to use the plastic and something like this, and we started looking for some alternative for the moss, and as as our mom like also village and her greenhouses, yeah,
Mhm.
greenhouses, she used this, it's also for garden. It's you can put it on
Oh.
the ground for your flowers, for your potatoes, whatever. It's
Hmm.
for taking the worm of the ground. And when we saw that, we decided, let's try. And firstly, we cut it by ourselves, by our hand. It was really crazy to make every square of this, every part
Oh,
of
I'm
this.
sure. Yeah.
Yes, now I'm so happy that we found some really great guys and they cut it and some special
Hmm.
butter, and yeah, it's easier type of our packaging. So yeah, but it's really hard to find something special. When you do something unique, not ordinary, it's hard, and you need to create a new bicycle. I don't know, it's
Mm.
hard. Uh,
Mm.
but the result is it's worth it.
Definitely, because it holds them so nicely. Like it's come all the way from Russia and they were still completely intact. So
Yeah.
it's very impressive.
Yes, it's a good idea because we have a really funny, not funny, but uh, okay, let's do it. The funny story
Yeah,
of
tell me the funny
art.
story.
Yeah, in some part of the story, and it's about some of artists. She's our friend, and she has the art studio, and one day her studio was flooded. Do you
Oh,
understand what it was flooded
yeah,
with?
flooded.
Water. Yeah, and it was crazy because all art materials was wet, and it was really like trash, and all pastels, of course, they're really the pastels are afraid of water, and you
Hmm.
need to be careful with it. But all kind of pastels were damaged, but our pastels wasn't damaged because the moss uh,
Hmm. Kept
was
them safe.
yes, the moss take all water to himself, and
Ah,
our sticks will be safety, and it
ah.
nothing changed with our pastels, and that's really great. We're really sorry for this situation with art
Mm.
studio of our
But it was
friend,
a
but
good experiment.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, a little bit, but it's a really great case for showing that our packaging is not about beauty, not only about beauty, not only about um I don't know, our planet and nature to take care of it,
Hmm.
but also it's about that we need to think about the safety of our pastels, because really we send it around the world, and
Mm.
our pastels are soft, and you really need to be careful with it. And the idea that it's also can take all wet, the moss can take the wet, and
Mm.
coconut fiber also, uh, it's great. Yeah,
Mm. That is good. And it makes for a good storage system as well.
yeah, it's
Is
true.
that how you advise artists to store their pastels then? So if they had Earthberry ones, do you advise them to keep it in the box basically?
Yeah, no, it also depends of artists. It's some of artists, they like to take their pastels in one box. Some like to put it in the other box when they order it. So it's whatever you want, but
Mm-hmm.
always think about safety of your sticks.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's fantastic. No, I love it so much. It's so beautiful. Can you tell me more about these beautiful numbers that you add in with your pastels as
Yeah,
well,
it's
like the story behind it, and it's just so lovely.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's also about our inspiration from nature, and when we're creating shades, we get inspiration from some flowers, mushrooms,
Hmm.
whatever. And as our mom, she is a biologist, and she spent a lot of her time in the forest, walking just outside, and she gets this inspiration and maybe some it's white flowers, and she saw it, and I want this shade. I want to create the shade like these flowers. And
Hmm.
so we decided that it's a good idea to share the story of this shade, that
Mm.
what we inspired and get inspiration from these flowers and to make this shade. Yeah. And some
Yeah.
of shades, it's Mama told us that some of shades, it's she was inspired by eyes of her children, so she just
Oh,
looking for her children and want to create the shade of their eyes. Yeah, it's really lovely story.
yeah, really beautiful. I could see how then you would get just so many different shades that aren't like the usual,
I also
generic
don't know.
rainbow colors that you normally get.
I don't know. No answer for this question. Our mom is just I don't know. It's because of her knowledge of chemistry, and
Mm.
because she understands what artists need to their
Hmm.
art, and it's a great match in her I don't
Mm.
know, her person about she's an artist and also she is a chemist. Yeah, so I think because of it.
Yeah, no, that's so fantastic. I love it so much. Can you tell me more about um like their softness and like yeah.
I think that it's hard to say because some artists say
Mm.
that it's extra soft. Some artists can say that it's just soft. It depends
Mm.
of I don't know. It depends of you, but I think that our pastels are soft and
Mm.
maybe some bright colors and maybe not bright but light colors. Yes, about
Mm.
we speak about the light colors, they are extra soft. And when we speak about some black and brown colors, the dark shades, it's
Mm.
just soft, I think, but
Mm.
it depends.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely get that. Like, it's even the black when I was using the Mars Black and testing that out, it
Hmm.
literally feels like butter, like
Hmm.
melted
Yeah,
butter that you're sort of putting on. But it also, it's not that soft that it's just going to break when you pick it up. I sort
yeah.
of, it's like a weird, it's hard, but then you use it and it's soft, and it's the perfect combination, I think,
Thank you so much.
of a
Yeah.
pastel. Yeah, they're just so beautiful, and I love the ranges. I know we talked about before how you said that you put them in specific ranges to inspire
Hmm.
artists. Like, so this is the sea, isn't it? This is stormy something.
Mountain storm. Yeah.
Mountain storm, yeah, and you definitely see that in these colors because
Yeah.
immediately when I see it, I just want to do like some sort of big stormy sky and like some rough
Yeah.
seas, and you just see it as soon as you see the colors, and
Yeah.
that's so
Thank you.
beautiful. Yeah,
Thank you.
very unique.
Thank you so much. So yeah, so and also I can say about the form of our pastels, I think that it's very useful to make it like in this form because you can
Mm.
use it for if you want to make a ground for your work, you
Mm-hmm.
can just use this side and put
Mm-hmm.
the big square. But if you want to make some line and make some details, you can use
Mm-hmm.
each
The edge.
edge. You
Yeah.
can use edge, and for making line, it's so
Mm.
like pencil. So yeah, I think
Yes.
it's also comfortable and
Mm.
convenient.
Definitely. Like, it's very flexible in the way you can use
Yeah,
it because of its shape.
yeah.
Yeah, really good. Oh, I'm just so excited about these. I love them so much. So how important is the choice of surface and paper for pastels? So what do you say that it works best on, or what can artists use it on?
Um, It's it depends of your idea, I think, because
Mm.
it depends on what artists want to draw. If you speak about realism, it's of course it's not about abrasive paper. It's used the like pastel mat or pastel card. And what I need to say about our pastels, they are really pigmented, and they realize pigment so much that you just can take it and all your fingers will be already in pigment.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to make a lot of layers on your work, you just, and we are speaking about not abrasive paper, we are speaking about just pastel mat or pastel card. Don't use it on the first layers because a lot of pigments and it will be absorb your paper and it will be difficult to put another layers for with another pastels. So
Okay.
let's use it on the finished layers, but it's only about, yeah, I think pastel matte. But if we speak about abrasive, if you use the ground, yes, the primer, the
Yep, pastel
yeah,
ground, yeah.
yeah. So if you use a pastel primer, you can do it on the first layer, so whatever you want.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't
Because it's
think,
more textured.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But our pastels, as it's really pigmented, you can work on, I don't know, you can just take the cheapest craft, just craft paper, and it also will be okay for pastels and these kind of pastels with a lot of pigment. So I think that there are no any rules for art, just whatever you want. It's art.
Yes, definitely. I have actually tried it on smooth paper as well, like my normal
Mhm.
smooth drawing paper that I use for my color pencils.
Yeah.
And because, like you said, they're so pigmented, it still comes
Mhm.
out just as bright.
Yeah.
It's very good. Yeah, I loved trying it on different paper.
Yeah.
um, yes, we've talked about how to. Oh, tell me more about the light fastness. So your pastels are light fast, but they do have a range of light fast. So could you tell me
Yeah.
more about that, please?
Yeah, of course, it's really important for us because it's professional pastels and artists can art for, they can sell the arts, and we understand that it's really important. And of course, we use only, I don't know, it's a big control of our supplies, and we got a lot of different tests for light fastness on our pastels. We put it onto the window and different other tests. And as I said before, it's the range of red and yellow shades, it's less because of we don't use toxic pigment, and
Yeah.
the organic pigment that we use, they're not quality, it's about just light fastness,
Yeah.
less, but yeah.
And that's just because you don't use the toxic
Yeah,
pigments that
yeah.
I guess would make it more light fast.
It's also about, it's just for about red and yellow, but another shades it's not so premium, so the range of light fastness is really high.
Yes, I can
The
definitely
biggest.
see that on these ones. Yeah, they're all basically 3-star, aren't they? Yeah,
Hmm.
very cool. So what can artists do about the dust and how can we like clean it up?
So you can use sticky tape under your work, so all the dust will put onto this
Oh,
tape,
that's a good
and you can
idea.
just
I've never
burn it
thought of
and
that.
hope to. Yeah,
That's really good.
a small life hack, and I don't know, it's always just, yeah, I think the wet cleaning, it's all my advance.
I love that. I've never heard of that before. So having tape underneath your work as it
Yeah,
all like
yeah.
falls down, I suppose, all the dust, and then it just collects. Oh gosh, that's good. That's really good. I'm gonna have to use that.
You're welcome.
So are there any specific tools that you suggest using for doing the blending? Or do you just suggest using your fingers? Because it's non-toxic, you can use your fingers, can't you?
Yeah, I think that the pastels, it's most understandable kind of art materials because it's just your fingers, pastels and paper, and I don't know, it's like in your childhood when you touch everything, when you're communicating with the world, you need to touch all, I don't know, everything
Yeah.
around you. So it's also about pastels, and I think that the the best way to art it's just your fingers without any tools, but whatever, it also depends of your idea, and it
Mm,
depends of your techniques. um, you can use, if you want to make some special effects, you can take the brush water and to just to
mm.
make some another lines. And as our pastels are really pigmented, it's like I saw that some artists, they use um, a sponge. And
Okay.
it's like with when you work with pan pastel, you
Yep.
also take a sponge, and with our pastels, you make the same, just
Yep. Yep.
the sponge
Yeah,
and
you can.
for the ground. So I don't know, whatever you want, really. I sometimes I saw so different reels on Instagram with our pastels, and think, what, really? It's possible we can do it? Yeah, artists, you're so creative.
Oh, that's fantastic. I do love the whole thing of like staying connected with the materials itself to
Yeah,
create art
it's
and
it's
using them
art
fingers.
therapy. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I love that so much because a lot of pastel companies are like, make sure you're using gloves and
Mm-hmm.
tools and that
Yeah,
kind of
some of
things.
them,
And
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, which I understand, but I guess that sort of it gives you then a disconnect
Yeah.
between
It's
the materials and the art, doesn't it?
yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Um, yeah, so have you had any experience with using the pastels with mixed media work? So like maybe combining it with paint or color pencil, or how does it sort of work with that?
Yeah. As I said, our mom, she's in love with all art materials, and sometimes it's really, I don't know, it's like sometimes we can come to the manufacturer and find her in some strange experimentation. It's, what do you do? You just I don't know. It's just for when, what do you need for printer? For
Paper,
no, not paper, eels, inks,
ink,
ink.
ink. Yeah.
Link. So sometimes one day we came to the manufacturer and saw that she used the inks for our printer with pastels, and
Oh.
she mixed it, and it's I don't know is it possible or not, but our pastels are really friendly, and you can mix
Mm,
the techniques. You can work with watercolor and our pastels. You can use acrylics, maybe oils. I don't know. I think that whatever you want, it's just depends on
mm.
your paper, and so it could be if it connect paper with this technique and all materials, why not?
Oh, that's so amazing. I'd love to try it out with some color pencils, see if it goes over the top. Yes, I was going to ask you about fixative spray. Like, do you suggest using fixative? And is there a specific kind that works best with your pastels?
No, without all pastels, no, and it's also, I think it's also depends of artist and
Mm-hmm.
what you want with your work. If you just want to draw and put it under your table,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that you need fixative. You can just take um, transfer paper. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, transfer. You can
Yeah.
just use the put on your work transfer paper, and it will be great for your work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and if you want to put it onto the wall, just to take a frame.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also okay. But fixative really can change the shade of your work. It
Yeah.
could be darker, or in some case not so bright. And my advance that firstly you need to watch on the draft what could be with pastels, with our pastels, with another brand of pastels, and with
Mm-hmm.
communication with fixative. So, but I think that the great idea to use fixative when you have a lot of layers on your work.
Yeah. Okay.
And as you know, that pigment can mix if you use in one space
Mm.
different shades of pastels. And if you want to make one more layers, you can use fixative to fix another layers, and then put up to the fixative another shade, so it
Mm-hmm.
will be mixed and it won't be the dirty space on your
Yeah.
work. Maybe
Yeah.
in this way, but also it depends of what do you like.
Mm. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you. And have you noticed any common mistakes that artists might be making with your pastels?
Um, I think maybe I'm wrong, but I
Hmm.
think that in art it's impossible to make any mistakes. It's
Hmm.
art, and it's uh, it's just your experience, and I
Hmm.
don't know. Maybe as I said, that's about the mixing the shades. It's better not to use more than 4 or 5 shades in one space because it will be really dirty. All pigments will mix and it will be gray piece of.
Yeah, look a bit muddy, won't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Mati. And maybe, but also I think that it's logical to start with the up of your work and then move to the bottom. But I saw a lot of videos how our pastels they started with the bottom and then go to the up and down of the work. So it's also depends of what do you want to draw, what
Mm,
result you want to get. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
just make mistakes. It's okay. It's great to
Yeah.
make mistakes.
There's technically no mistakes.
Yes.
um, so are there any new shades and new products coming out anytime soon?
Yes.
Oh, please tell me.
Yes, now we have sets of 6 and 30 shades, but now we are in process of introducing the set of 18 shades. I can show you. It will be
Oh, yes, please.
inside information. Yes, could you
Oh,
say that?
okay.
So it's a new pastels. Oops, sorry.
Mhm.
It's a new set with 18 shades.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's about dark shades, but also we will
Mhm.
have another set of 18 shades with it's not light shades, but it will be mixed and I think just a little bit portrait set.
Okay.
So yeah, I can show you.
Yes, please. Hold it up. Mhm.
I can show you. Yes, it's about dark shades.
Oh, wow. Those are nice shades. And what's this one called?
This one called, oh, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Uh, just a second, my husband helped me. Как называется? Lunar eclipse? Moon? Lunar eclipse?
Okay. Lunar
Lun
eclipse.
Once again.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, yeah, I can see that because of all the beautiful like dark colors would be like a beautiful dark sky,
yeah,
and then you've got like a few light colors to create the moon. That's beautiful. Yeah, I like that.
the dark shades is really important for artists too.
Mm,
Because in the world, in the nature, there are no black color. It's
mm,
also the deep dark brown or deep dark purple, and
mm,
plus it's really important to make these kind of shades.
mm.
Close it, move it. Sorry, just a second.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, that's very exciting. And can you please tell everyone where they can get your products?
Yes, we have our website. It's earthberrypastels.com. So they can find all our sets and all information about these sets and about our brand. And we also have an Instagram, earthberrypastels.inc. So there are a lot of different tutorials how to work with our pastels. Some post about us, our family, the history of our brand, about some new products. So you're welcome to our Instagram. We pay a lot of attention to content and to make a really beautiful and also about inspiration to
Mm.
give inspiration in every detail on website, on our social media. So yeah.
Honestly, that's exactly what I thought when I saw your Instagram. I was like, this is the most
Yeah.
beautiful, aesthetically pleasing Instagram I have seen in a
Oh,
long time. It's just so nice the way you
thank
do
you.
every picture and every video and being
Oh,
outside. And it's so lovely. You're doing an
thank
incredible
you so
job.
much. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. And thank
Yeah, because
you.
Yeah, our team is just 7 people, including me, my husband, and Galina. So we have just 4 employees, and all this manufacture, all this content, social media, and we do it by ourselves. And we're so small, family brand, and
Mm.
to
Yeah.
get this feedback and understand that we work so hard, and but this
Mm.
really, this feedback it's so important for us.
Mm. It's hard when you're a small business, isn't it? Because you're putting things out there, not knowing whether people are seeing it, what they're thinking about it, because you get so little in
Yeah,
return when you're a small business. But you
absolutely.
guys are doing an incredible job. Absolutely lovely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you so much for talking with me, and thank you everybody for listening. So if you want to take your art to the next level, then please go to learnmycraft.com. And thank you so much.